Happy birthday, Taurus, and welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your general reading for May 2019, and it is for those who have Taurus in their sun, their moon, and their rising. So the first card that y'all have here is the Trick or Treat. So this card right here talks about mischief and play. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who's been acting really sneaky, or there can also be some childish behavior in here, and it can also be a message that you need to be able to loosen up and have a little bit more fun. And it's interesting here because you have the Midnight card, which is the most magical hour of all. And this is basically talking about feeling like you're kind of maybe either alone or in like a really dark phase in your life, and that's going to be coming to an end. And I feel like for some of you that are like in a really dark place, I feel like this is going to be a time where you start to kind of see the light starting to come back. Like, I'm also seeing here that you have somebody who could be waking up in the middle of the night at midnight or 3 a.m. And it's interesting that y'all have trick or treat with midnight, because I feel like for some of you, October 31st or Halloween may have some type of significant role to you. It might be like an important date. I also feel like this could become a timing thing, like something that might be happening for you coming up in October. So let's go ahead and read your cards and get started. I'm going to put these ones up here. So the first card that you'll have is the Four of Swords in reverse. That right there will go into insomnia. And then y'all also had here with this midnight. So I feel like there's definitely, let's see if I can get this. There we go. Yeah. If you have insomnia here and then you have midnight, so some of you could be waking up at different hours in the middle of the night. I feel like mainly it's going to be around 12 or 3. Some of you also may be getting intuitive messages at this time during the night as well. So pay attention to those. And then we have over here the Emperor, the Four of Hazards reversed, 4, 4, 4, 3 fours, guys. We have the Ace of Hazards, starting something new, 7 of Swords. Here we go again. So we've got the trick or treat, and I said some sneaky behavior, the mischief and play, and then we have 7 of Swords. So I'm already seeing here that there's like some lying, possible some theft. We'll get into that in a minute. What else we got? 10 of Wands, and the Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing here is a lot of you may be feeling extremely restless, and like I said, I'm definitely seeing a lack of sleep for sure. And I'm seeing like a lot of you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities and you're having to take on a lot of things in the month of May. So if y'all have a lot of stuff going on, I feel like at some point this may become extremely overwhelming to you. I mean, you have the 10 of Wands here, which talks about being overburdened and overwhelmed with things that are going on and learning how to let go and release things off your plate. And then we have trick or treat here. So, you know, at some point you're going to have to let go of some things or let go of some of these responsibilities so you can have more fun and try to get back into more of your playful side again. And also, I feel like a lot of you are feeling like you have to be very strong in taking on all this. Like, I feel like this is a very independent energy. Like, I get this overall feeling of just being like alone, or not even necessarily alone. It's just like, I feel like you have people around you and a lot going on, but I feel like you feel alone in doing it. Alone in doing whatever it is you got to do. And like everything's falling on, like all the weight's falling on you. I'm also seeing here, like y'all have this 7 of Swords reversed. I feel like there could be somebody in your life that, I feel like this person is somebody that might be closer to you. And this is someone who may have lied to you, or who could have like, or who could be kind of telling, like there's people that lie like intentionally, like they know they're lying about major stuff and it's like really hurtful when you find out later down the road. some of these people you're dealing with, or this one in particular person, could be more of the liar type who lies about like little things, and it just becomes almost like too much for you to deal with. But their lies aren't like huge lies. It's not about anything that would be like ruining your life. It's just, it's extra shit you don't want to have to deal with. I'm going to go ahead and touch up on these 3 4s that you have here. This is all about structure and stability. I feel like for some of you, when it comes to your work life, some of you may be trying to start your own business. Some of you also could be moving up in a management position or be given more of an authoritative role at work. For some of you, this job may become overbearing, like it's too much on your shoulders. But I do feel like for those, if you're trying to start a business, or for those that are in their work area or with their money, I feel like, one, there's too much money being spent here. I'm seeing there's a lot of money that's going out. Like, you're not paying attention to where your money is. And I feel like for whatever you're doing with your money, whether it be work or anything else outside of work, I feel like you're pouring a lot of money into something and the foundation isn't quite stable enough for you to take off. So like if you're trying to start your own business, like right here, like there's not enough foundation built. Like there's something missing here. And I feel like if you do this, it's going to end up crumbling. And I feel like you almost like rush to get through it. Like there's this feeling of like trying to hurry and get to it, and trying to hurry and get to the reward of whatever it is. So like if you're trying to start your own business and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to hurry and do this, and then I'm going to automatically start getting this money, I feel like there's going to be a disappointment that comes here because there's something else, like the groundwork of this wasn't laid out properly. And it's going to end up crashing and burning because it was done too quickly. So if there's anything that you're really trying to invest your time or money into, be sure that you lay down all the groundwork before trying to hurry up and go forward with it. Also pay attention to, with this 7 of Swords here in reverse, pay attention to anything like little things that need care and attention to it. And if you have people around you that involves this, be careful with that too. Or be careful, I really feel like some of you might also have somebody who's stealing like money, or they might be trying to trick you into something where they end up getting your money. So I don't know, just be kind of cautious of people when it comes to like your money, or when it comes to somebody that's that could be lying to you. I'm also going to pull an extra card to go with this Page of Wands here. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so a lot of you also, like, okay, this is what I love about this deck. You see this queen right here? She has her little booby trap over here. She has her gun, and she's all comfy and set up with her slippers and everything. Don't be quick to act on somebody if they're trying to pull one over on you. Do not be quick to act on it. I feel like this is going to be something where, like, I feel like you'll have a lot of intuition about this person. Like, I feel like intuitively you kind of have an idea of what they're doing, or who it is, or what they're trying to do. And I feel like if this is another thing, you don't want to rush too quickly on reacting onto what it is that they're doing. Set your own booby trap. Set your own booby trap. And be very wise and cautious. But at the same time, I wouldn't lash out about this. I wouldn't take action on it. Even if you intuitively know what they're doing, or you get like that sixth sense of, hey, this person's like trying to screw me over, or they're trying to, you know, pull one over on me. Instead of saying something and reacting just because you know it intuitively, it's going to have you come across looking a different way. So instead, it's best if you just kind of sit back, like she is in her chair. She's sitting there. She's got her gun ready. She's got her trap set up. She's ready to take them down when the time is needed. So wait until it happens before you pull the trigger, okay? I feel like if you rush into overreacting on it, it's not going to come across good. I feel like some of you also have bad habits that need to be kicked. Some of you might have like someone that's around you, like a friend that isn't really good for you that needs to go. I also feel like some of you have some weaknesses that may need to be looked at and worked on and addressed, like finding areas where you're realizing you're falling short and what you could do to make it better. I feel like some of you will, be able to figure out that. I do think for those who do finally become more stable, let go of things that are overwhelming or too much for you, I feel like for those who get everything and like basically get your ducks in a row, I think like once you get them ducks in a row, you're going to be able to push forward and come out really successful. And I'm seeing this more when it comes to like work. But I think if you get your priorities straight with this, things will turn out good. And try not to be too much into money and greed. I'm also seeing here, you have the 3 4s there, so fours can be a significant number for you for the month of May, but I'm also seeing the number 7. So for some of you, that might have significance. Try also not to get too caught up in chaos. And also just, overall, be very careful of what you're devoting your time to. I feel like some of you may be putting your energy and time into things that are just going to end up wasted. I really keep getting that message a lot here. I'm also seeing right now might be a really good time to, it's kind of a good time for y'all to work on, like I'm seeing people, like you going with people or going to people to work on changing like things about like your physical appearance. So I don't know if there's like gym memberships involved with this or like I don't know, going to a hair salon or a barber. I don't know. I'm just getting something like going to people and like getting something fixed or working on your physical appearance. I also feel like some of you can ask other people for help. Like, not everything needs to be on you. So, if there's things that other people can do to take the weight off of your shoulder, go ahead and start giving that to them. It doesn't need to be yours. And once again, be very cautious with where you're spending your money. Some of you also may be getting a job where you work at a bank. And I'm also seeing someone here that might be getting more deeper into their spiritual side as well. All right, Taurus, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Like I said, I feel like for those who actually do the work and get everything in order, I really do feel a strong success that comes with that in the end. So once again, happy birthday, and I hope you have a good month.